Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Captain of Industry coming at you. Trying to check to see if... Okay, looks like that's good. This is live streaming on Twitch, and then it'll pop onto YouTube in a couple of days. I don't have a lot of time today. Today's only going to be like a 2-hour stream. I've got a day jam-packed with other stuff, but man, I've been having the Tetris streams, right? Ooh, maybe that's something I should talk about. A Tetris stream? It's a phenomenon where you play Tetris. When Tetris first came out, you play the game so much you're dreaming about it, right? Like you're actualizing what you're doing, and it's now part of your dreamscape, right? So not like I've been just playing this game so dang much. Nedved, good morning, good afternoon. I've been playing this game so much, and this happened to me with the first season as well. Like, I would just be like, oh man, I should work on ethanol. And it's like, what am I doing right now? Oh, I'm having dinner. Right, okay. Well, get to that later. And then I would be like, man, we could probably start trading sludge and sulfur. Oh, I should probably finish my laundry first. Like, I would just be having these, like, erratic thoughts. So it's good to come back. I wanted to knock out at least a little bit today before I get on with my day. I'm doing well, Nedved. Slept poorly, but I'm excited to play some more Captain of Industry. How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all. Oh, right, I started the new Terraforming project. I need to change the audio of the excavators to be Pac-Man. Yeah. That has to happen. All the mods I ever want to make are all dumb. Like, like, what if there was a new petrochemical situation or whatever? It's like, nah, it's someone with brains can figure that out. I want dumb crap. I want there to be little Pac-Mans on the side, and every time they scoop, Good. I hope you enjoy your meal. I hope it digests well. That sounded weird, but alright. It sounded very Klingon, right? I pray for your pleasant digestion. Conquering your enemies. Eating the foods. Alright. This is paused because... I think I was sifting out a ton of iron. I think I was getting iron from other places. But this is just being brought in anyway, so don't bring me any more stuff. Unpause this. I pray for your pleasant digestion. It sounds creepier than I'm intending. I want it to be silly, but it sounds really creepy. Okay, we're building up a bunch of rock. I'm amazed this slag isn't going crazy. Oh, there we go. Alright. I mean, it's happening. There we go. This new process actually generates less slag than the older metallurgic process. So slag specifically is something that's going to be happening not as much. So we're still doing research? We're not doing any research. Are you doing research? Oh no, it's coming from that. Okay. That can all get paused. Did I never... Oh, whoops. Well... I'm a dum-dum. I never set this up. I never freaking set this up. We're gonna do something really dumb with this one. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the silly. So it's gonna look like this. Perfect. And now this U-shaper is gonna come up to 4. How about we do that? It's gonna come like here. Oh, or 3? Whatever, it's fine. Best way to wake up in the morning. Good day, shotgun. Hope you are doing well as well. I hope your factory is producing with fervor and vigilance. I woke up Klingon today. Everything is just warrior clan. I pray that your factory produces with fervor and the might of 1,000 suns. And to make it complete, I should just shout at the end of it, for the Emperor! for the Emperor. Alright. That was silly. All of our water tables have finally normalized. This is at 76. This was at 50-something. 55. That hit 0 for a while. Where's the... How do I cascade that? Oh, they overlap each other? Come on. Okay, there, fine. Oh, there we go. That looks kind of nice. 55, 54, 76, and this was 90-something? 93. Awesome. So to balance it out a bit more, I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. The water situation is not as hard as it used to be. For me. I'm going to speak from personal experience. I'm not going to speak for anyone else. When I first started this game, water was really painful because I was watching the numbers and I'm just like, oh, number go up. When it rains, the groundwater table goes up. That makes sense. What's not to like about that? But the reality of the situation is it's not an infinite source of water. You have to manage it just like any other resource. It's just a lot. Right, there's a lot there. Same thing with some of these minerals, right? Like this iron is not infinite. The thing is, there's a lot there. So when you're looking at it, you might be saying like flat-faced, we got iron forever. We got iron for days. Who cares? We're good. Hey, buddy, don't worry about it. We got this iron thing figured out. And then it'll be tomorrow and it'll be gone. So that's why we got to think of stuff. We got to think of stuff. We got to plan ahead. I hope the mechanisms of your factory... with peak efficiency under the guide of the machine god. Excellent. I like it. No, I like the vibe. I like the feels. So, quick recap from last session. It's actually really difficult to name these. When I do a regular session on YouTube or whatever, and I record an hour and a half is kind of where I do like per episode. It's easy to work to a theme. Like if I'm doing Slay the Spire or something. If I'm playing like a roguelike, I can work with a theme. Balatro, right? I could be like, okay, well, this was all spades, baby. Like, that's how I was building the deck. Really easy to build a theme. With a lot of stuff like this, like, we're making so many little changes, it's hard to say, like, specifically. And also, the sessions have been, like, 8 hours. Today, I've only got, like, 2 hours to stream. I got a bunch of stuff going on later. So 2 hours is about what I can afford. I really wanted to just get some time in. So I just have to use generic phrases. Upward progress. I think yesterday's was production for the production god or something. I don't remember. And I think the one before that was like research. Am I right? Or whatever. It's just like, I don't know what to put. We're just going to mute all this. There's no need to have any of this running at all. We're doing no research whatsoever. That's being collected. I actually have this still running and we have 284 workers. Health is bad. So this is what I was talking about before. Now that we have more people in a enclosed space has detriments to health. Because we have a detriment to health, the disease is recorded here, and we have a negative health number. Now, we have positive overall health. Let's see, is there flavor text? Population health is influenced by many factors, all listed in the table below. Positive health generates unity and supports population growth, while negative health reduces unity and can cause population decline. Settlement services like clean water, healthcare, and food variety can help improve health. So, that being said, we have a net positive, but because we have a bit of a decrement, the disease actually takes a percentage toll off, which is fine. The way in which that we manage this is we manage this with a buffer, right? When we say we have X amount of available workers in our workforce, we want to make sure that we are using maybe less than, maybe that minus 10%. We want to have a buffer. So we have, let's say 13, 20 people. I would like about 110 people, 120 people loose. Not assigned to anything, just loose. When we get closer to that fine level, if someone's got to call in sick, someone needs a babysitter, someone's got to stay at home, you know, that's a problem. We're not running a factory today. So we want to make sure we have a little bit of a buffer. And that's how we can get around a lot of these population spikes. So even though I've got 282 people available right now for work, I'm probably only going to want to assign about 180 of them or 170 of them. I want that buffer. So that's one way we can get around a lot of these health problems. Is just make sure you've got enough people around, right? People exist, and that's cool. That's probably a fun generic statement taken out of context. JohnMegacycle says people exist, and that's cool. Dumb things taken out of context. Okay. We were working on the pet project of this. this was last session's like big fun to do. We redid our iron, we redid our steel, but I wanted to move my farmland elsewhere, and this was the call. So I have, it's maybe hard to see because they're a little opaque, transparent, translucent, I don't know what the phrase is. But we have 4, 8, 12. I want to do 16 total right here. And this is going to be our farming basin for a while. I'm then going to keep pushing in this direction. We're going to do water. We're going to grab water here because I'd like to get these upgraded to greenhouses eventually. I need greenhouses because I can't do fruit outside of a greenhouse. I have to have fruit. I'm guessing like they're calling fruit like citrusy stuff, and we're not in the right climate for citrus. We need way more sun. We need way more whatever. So that this kind of emulates that. So that's fine by me. I'd also like to get into some sort of biofuels. Ethanol. Ethanol and cooking oil makes biodiesel, or it's just diesel, right? There's no real difference. Diesel is diesel is diesel. Oh, another fun thing we accomplished last time is take a look. My old power infrastructure is offline. It's completely off. I could turn it on. I don't even have my backup power enabled. None of this stuff is enabled anymore because I removed all that coal requirement, and we're doing this. We're doing wood chips. We're also doing thermal storage. So I actually legitimately have power infrastructure that is extra. It's so exciting. Extra power is just, it's wild. It's wild. It's hard to, I don't know. It's not difficult to articulate. Like, it's not a difficult concept, but it's like, up to this point in the game, we haven't had extra power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. I'm actually going to set up another set of these steam generators. So these are all backup. So we have 6 megawatts running all the time. These bad boys are running 100% flat out all the time. Extra power is extra. You know it. You know it. Ezra, my friend. And then I need this to flipper-do. Thank you. So we're going to kill this process for a hot second. This is going to get backfilled. I'm going to move this over, and then I'm going to set up another set of turbines and stuff over here. So you're going to... Actually, let's just flip this again. I'll flip it when it's ready. I want to pull all the water over here because I have this extra negative space. We got all the salt we need. Awesome. Okay, and this is a quick flip. Quick flip, quick trim. I just want to get all the water out. So I'm going to delete this. Actually... Let's delete to, like, there. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. Flipper-do. And I'm just going to pause, and I'm just going to do this right away. Aw, you ding-dongs got stuck? Look at you ding-dongs getting stuck. Okay, hold on. No give, no take, no give, no take, no give, no take, no give, no take. Okay, perfect. You can go ahead and just recover. I got the extra unity. I've purposefully been building everything and using everything so I have extra unity built up. We're actually almost maxed out. Let's throw another edict on the fire. Let's see what we can do with that. I don't need any of this. Reduce water consumption. Farm yield increase. I don't need any of this stuff. Oh, yeah, extra diesel reduction. Beautiful. Beautimous. This... That gets paused and deleted. This gets deleted. So all I'm really managing right now is the water. The water coming in, the water going out. That's all I'm messing with right now. So once this all gets voided, we'll move and we'll just copy this and slap bang it right there, and that'll provide even more water. Water is an incredibly valuable resource in many video games, in many instances of strategy and management. Think of any off-world colonization kind of a game, right? We're gonna go colonize the moon. Okay, what is like the first conversation you ask, right? The first thing is water. The second one is probably regolith and talking about like minerals and fabrication and such. But like the first question is water. How do we sustain life? You do that with water, right? You can make food with water, hydroponics. You need water to just exist generally. You can't really vibe real good if you don't have at least some water. This takes how much? 24? That produces 24. Okay, awesome. So water is incredibly important, and we want to make sure that we just keep that trend going. So I'm just going to flipper-do this guy. Yeah, well, this is going to be real simple. And that looks like that. This produces 600? 600 steam. I need 48? Yeah. We're gonna be sitting pretty good. Okay, this water... That looks like that, and that's that. That's it. Move that over, doubled up our emergency power. So now we have 6 megawatts all the time. We have an additional 12 if stuff goes bad. So any process I need to pop on for a little bit that's a high draw. Example being the arc furnace, right? The arc furnace is 4 power on its own. It's a stupid amount of power. But this will keep that going on. I haven't added any more draw. So none of this process changes. Let's do this. None of this changed. This is all going to just run about its merry. All this does is this keeps on. So auto balance. Auto balance. You're freaking out because you don't have... Yep. You guys are probably stuck. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know how you were planning on getting out of there, but you weren't going to. Let's go ahead and pin that for a little bit. I'd like to see the percentage go up or down. I could actually just pay attention to the numbers. So a little bit down. A little bit more down. A general downwards trend, maybe? Auto balance, auto balance, auto balance, auto balance. This one's not even running. Not really running. Not running at all. Yeah. So take into consideration the flywheels, right? We got to get the flywheels up to speed. The generators themselves will take the inertia from the flywheels when we need the power. Oh, it's a lot of talking for this early in the morning. I like it. I mean, this is how I scratch my social itch, so to speak. Going out, getting a drink, getting dinner with some friends is fun. But I do really appreciate it. I do really enjoy just talking through games. I like it. Maybe we'll find someone that's like never seen the game before and be like, "Oh man, I saw you play that thing, and oh butterbeans, I like it very much," or whatever. Socializing, meh. Yep, this is my socializing. I am the social. Cool. We have plenty of water storage, plenty of power storage. So now, like I said, we have that emergency power as needed. We could really just watch this, and as long as it doesn't go above 6, none of this stuff should be running. If we do see it running like we are right now, it's probably just getting the flywheel up to speed. Yep, it likes to stay around 70%. Power transfer to consumers resumes. Okay, hold on. Power transfer to consumers stops if the accumulated power falls below this level. Power transfer to consumers resumes when the accumulated power rises above this level. So it has to be above... If that's 50%, I'm going to say that's like 25%. Yep, the throughput, that's when it'll charge something else. So we see a little utilization there because our power is above 6. Yeah, awesome. It was 53 before, it's 59 now. Cool, number go up, NGU, number go up. That's how that works. Our forestry is growing in very, very well. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put Bigham coal storage here. How do I do that? Well, first of all, we're going to do this. Mute that immediately. I think it'll work just fine, slapping it down. So now what the trucks have to do is they have to go take this coal and literally push it anywhere coal is accepted. So they'll bring coal here, yeah. Even if it's not requested, this is still a place that will happily accept coal. So we're holding 800 coal right now in our national reserve. I keep calling it that. I like how it sounds, our reserve, right? Our sugar shack. That was the phrase I used before. We got some emergency salt. We have... I will want to beef up the chips, the chippy doos. We'll get there in a bit. We could also check how we're doing on wood. See, this game is just so much fun. Like, I'm gonna be just doing a lot of maintenance stuff, and I'm just, like, enjoying the game. I don't have to make massive, massive differences to really enjoy what's going on. Okay, so I bet you all the coal's been hauled. I'm gonna mute both of you again. Now, I kept saying, like, man, we just keep running out of coal. So I can't mute both of those. But here's the thing. That whole power... You can't see me pointing. But the whole power system near our oil... That boiler, a lot of its power was... Or a lot of its energy was going to power production. We don't have that anymore. We don't have that need. Because it's all here. High ammonia? Really? Oh, I know what's... hold on. I know what's what. I set it to organic fertilizer like an hour ago in game time. So I'm going to pause you. I'm going to unpause you. Wonder... Oh, I know why. That's a problem. Because I removed the storages. Don't bring me ammonia. I don't need ammonia, thanks. I removed those storages and I forgot to recalibrate the thing. I can tell when I play games when my blood sugar is low. Because I make, like, really obvious changes, and then I don't make the obvious adjustments I need to later. Okay, so that'll kick out... Yep, that's already empty. That'll kick out fertilizer level 1. So that's good. Okay, we're almost done here. Yeah, trying to force coal everywhere is kind of silly. Man, this is a really great site, though. We're going to take another massive hit against lumber when we start working on consumer goods. 57? 62. Hot. Hot dang. And I say hot dang literally because it's hot steam. We're storing steam. That looks really freaking good. I'd like to change the layout a bit, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. Check on that fertilizer while I'm kind of waiting. Yep, stuff's hitting the thing. Steam is hot? No way. Yep. That sounds like something that someone's gonna just be like, can you believe this guy, this JohnMegacycle says steam is hot stuff? What is this? You know, just... Someone just having a bad day takes it out on me. I can't believe this JohnMegacycle guy says that steam is hot. This is coal. Do not bring me coal. And I will build another one later, but right now we've gone from 800 to 2500. One build shot? Awesome. That is so good. Yep. And you are all off on everything? Cool. That's going to be a pretty darn consistent 60 a second, or 60 a minute. I got a bunch of construction materials. Let's go boost up our reputation. Yeah, I have the workers right now to spare. We're just going to increase our reputation with all the places around. Load ship. That should take literally 2 truckloads. That's awesome. Oh, give me a note when we're less than 25%. So I kind of want to see if 60 is a minute. 60 every 60 is enough to keep our industry and everything running. Right now, we're not really using our steel. But let's just do the math anyway. So 15, yeah, right there. 15, 30, there's 60. There's the 60 coal we need to do the whole process. So that's already not enough, right? If I really want to offset coal, well, that was really fast. Come on back. Donate. Load ship. If I really want to offset all of our coal, which I don't think is going to be possible. Sorry, a bit of a hiccup there. 30, 60, 90. No, 36. Yeah, 30, 60, 90. You can go right away. I need 90. 93. I'm doing the most, as if it's all full out. This is still using coal, yes, but it's not running any of this. I'm not going to calculate this one, considering... A hiccup stopped your stream. Woo! I'm a tech romancer. I romance the technology, and I told it to interrupt your stream. Ooh. I'm also a really crappy ghost. Oh, the ship. Yeah, just get all the reputation done. How's this coming along? You guys are doing great. Okay. I was at 93, 123... 123. I don't need coal for that. I don't need coal for that. I already counted that. 123. 12 is 24. 123. 147. Crappy ghost JohnMegacycle. 147. 147. 147 plus 24 is 171. Okay, I'm making 60 coal. It is impossible for me to have both of these guys disabled. It's impossible. I'm making 60. Now, what I calculated was everything running all the time. Not everything is running all the time. Most of them are off. Like half of my steel offline. The iron isn't running. I'm not making a ton of construction materials, but very soon I'm going to. Because I'm just doing this and this over and over again. Okay, you'll be level 4. You probably could use some upgrades. You're already level 4. I've already upgraded you to level 4. You're 1 of 1. Can't really do anything about that. Yep. Increase our rep. This should be pretty quick. I'll just hang out. So, I'm trying to upgrade how I'm making coal. The reason I'm trying to do that... Don't take from that, thanks. Because this feeds into this guy anyway. I'm trying to upgrade how I'm managing coal because I want to make everything last a little longer. I'm not trying to remove diesel out of the equation completely, right? What I'm trying to do is reduce how much oil I have to chunk through to make ends meet. That's the plan. That's the whole idea. So as we're going through and we're trying to get some stuff cleaned up here, the idea is I'm not trying to remove the item completely. I would just like everything to last longer. So give us a little more longevity with the resources we have, right? Come on back. Donate. Load ship. Yeah, as you can see right here, this process isn't even running. It's full. And look at the belt. Belt is very full. So like most of that math... actually, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the statistics. Coal. Coal. Yeah. See how what'd I say, 170 something? It never hits that high. 69. 77, 61, 61. Let's just say consumption, thank you. 69 is the highest we've ever consumed. I swear to God, that number's chasing me. That being said, I could probably shut the mine off. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna off you. Our production now should be, yeah, 50, 70, 50, 70, 50, 70. You can see where we unplugged it, right? And now you're seeing we're plugging it back in. 100? The most I can possibly make is 60. How is it 100? Okay, you're maxed out reputation. This is a bauxite quarry. Query? A query is something else. It's a question. It's an inquiry. You need to get boosted. Let's do that. I am JohnMegacycle, reputation haver. I'm the one who have reputation. Fear me, reputation man. Yep, this is all gonna get flatlined. Whenever that all gets done. Unloading cargo. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Get out of here. You have some iron ore somehow. Which I don't think I'll ever find out, but that's okay. Ship coming back, awesome. How much is ready at the thing? There's already a bunch ready to be got, so that's cool. Gotten? Ready to be got sounds bad. I don't need a coal mine for a while. Yep, that's all looking great. Oh, that pin doesn't quite work. Donating. Pondering. Come on home. These are, yeah, 990, 990, 470. You know what? You're already there. Just fight a guy. You're already on the other side of whatever. Just go fight a guy. That also sounds like a weird brain thought. Well, I'm here. I might as well fight a guy. You look like a bloke who could use a joke punch. I wonder how many people wake up in the morning and be like, well, I'm awake. I might as well fight a guy. Yep. So we're gonna hopefully knock out one of their guns on the quick fast. Yep, there you go. That secures the victory. Once you get one gun knocked out, it evens the playing field pretty immediately. Another quartz mine? Oh, no. I guess I knew about that one. I thought I hit... No, there's another one down here. Quartz doesn't do anything other than... You can turn it into sand. You have quartz, you crush the quartz, you can then crush the quartz, crush the crushed quartz, and that's how you can make legit sand. Not manufactured sand. Legit, straight up sand. That's what it's called. That's what it's called on the tin. Legit, comma, straight up, comma, regular, comma, sand. Oh, steel. Oh, you're bringing steel for repairs. Oh, that was actually low-key brilliant of me. Steel's right there for repairs and such. And I should expect 3 trucks to bring me... Yep, diesel. There's all that. Ship repaired. How are we doing on construction materials? We're actually a little low on level 2. Which is fine. Get all that reputation going on. I'm also noticing not a lot of these crackers are doing stuff. Like, there's not really a lot going on, which is a good thing. That's cracking the naphtha. Naphtha is cracking this to, oh, fuel gas. Oh, hydrogen. We're actually sitting on quite a bit of hydrogen. Yeah, I'm still pretty happy with this setup. Another one! Well, I'm all the way over here. After I make donation, I guess I'm just gonna fight a guy. And we got some loot! Yeah, I forgot to check that. That'll put us at rep level 2. Can you fight a guy? Not enough fuel? We made it all the way here. Oh, maybe I didn't wait for the thing to get fully fueled? Alright, whatever. It's cool. Alright. What I have to mess with next... Did you make a duty? What happened here? Oh, oh, I see. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do that. It's unhappy because the ramp and the this is conflicting. If I want to get a lot more finicky about the ramp and how everything's laid out, what I really should do is I should put the... Yep, this is another problem right here. Is I should put the barriers in place. The retaining walls, that's what they're called. I should do retaining walls. Otherwise, I'm going to just be fighting myself about... I want this to be lower. Okay, cool. Dig, 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 dig. Oh, crap. Now the ramp is messed up. Place, 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 place. Oh, well, now that flat area you wanted, not flat no more. You know, and we're going to have that kind of an argument. So, I don't want to do that. Okay, you're back. You don't have full diesel. Yep, that was the thing. You're going to bring the diesel. We got the diesel. We're good. We just got to wait for it to stock up a bit. I'm going to increase this by... yeah, put it to a hundo. 1 hundo. Okay. I'd also like to start designing a better look for some of this area. Once this gets knocked out, we're going to road it out like that. Not e-road it. We're going to road it. Road it... saying it like that, road it, almost sounds like I tried to say right. How do you write something in the past? Oh, he wrote it, which is correct. But I'm saying R-O-A-D? Fight yourself. Can the guns... Hold on. Can the guns actually, like, point at each other? No. This can't go down any further. This can't physically turn around. So cool. Even if the captain, me, gets really drunk, me, you can't possibly shoot yourself with those guns. That's good to know. I would probably find a way, but let's not try to figure that out, huh? Let's not try to figure this out. Okay, I am doing with a 4. There's our 4. Then here's like that. And that. Yeah, make it look real good, right? Make it look real good. For trucks that are going around, I don't see why not. No, it's not a good idea. I just want to read that it's not a police report. The military has its own policing system, right? There's like a military court. So I would love to read the military court, whatever, of how our cruiser or whatever, I think I've been calling it a destroyer. Looks like a destroyer to me. How we shot ourselves in the face. I told them Charizard was the best Pokemon, and the other gunner said no, he preferred Blastoise, and we had this whole conversation again, even though we keep having this conversation, and then just the guns shot each other. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Good chat. Do we actually bust through all that ammonia? We kinda sure did. Okay. It was actually nice to see that we had full ammonia anyway, because we actually have that. Again! Donation's already been initiated. I think I forgot to click the donate button. Oh, I did already. I just forgot to click the send it out button. That can go away. Same 3 alerts. We're doing real swell, I think. They'll come to clear this out once this gets cleared out. Putting all this weight on garbage. If the game had a mechanic that it's like, oh, somebody sneezed and this broke away, and it just floats off into the ocean. I could see that being a thing if someone was a real stickler for realism. I'm not. I want to play games to get away from reality, so I'm good, thanks. That's all fine. Ship delivered cargo. Oh, we can fight now. Yeah, go battle that guy. I'm very scientific when it comes to combat. Go fight, battle, punch that guy. That's going to be a new cartoon series that's going to sweep the nation. Fight, battle, punch. Get the guy in the face. Fight, battle, punch. Something, something, and then, take someone else to lunch. Yeah, fight, battle, punch. What tune is that? That's a tune. Oh, gas-powered stick. Gas-powered stick never runs out of gas. Okay, we're running low on wood chips. Why? Oh, I know why. Oh, we're out of wood. Oh, yeah. No, duh. We're out of wood. We tripled our coal reserve. Yeah, stop doing that. Yep. All of that made perfect sense. Gas-powered stick never runs out of gas. It was from the Bravest Warriors. Yeah, it's from a cartoon show called The Bravest Warriors. And, it was Cartoon Network. It was, you know, funny, silly, whatever. The gimmick was like a bear, the bear, I can't remember his name now. The bear character was like, something. Like they were looking for artifacts or whatever, and someone was like, hey, you found a gas-powered stick. And the bear was like, a gas-powered stick? And the other person was like, yeah, it never runs out of gas. And the bear was like, gas-powered stick. And he starts whacking people with a stick, like a really thin stick. He's like, gas-powered stick. It's just a stick. No, it's a gas-powered stick that never runs out of gas. So it's like, at the end of the cartoon, it was gas-powered stick. It never runs out of gas. That's where I got the Fight Punch Battle song, apparently. Okay, you're home safe. That is reputationed up. That is reputationed up. That is... I could upgrade this. I don't need to. I'm good. That needs some rep. I need some reputation love. That's repped up. That's repped up. I only have 2 more settlements to finish. Let's get this guy done with. Yeah, this'll be a nice session. Just get everything all cleaned up and stuff. Oh, the ship. Is there any fight punch kick battles? No, there's no fight punch kick battles over there I can do. Fight punch kick battle. From the makers of Not Pokemon and Not Pal World comes not the next collectible monster battle game that you're gonna love. Fight punch battles. Also, with all the workers that I have, I still have my Diesel Weasel on. I still have my Recycling Center on. I still have a lot of, like, loose things I don't need on. Okay. This is all looking much better. We're full on coal. Yeah, that was kind of the thing, is everything goes to coal first before wood chips. Which I probably should have spaced out and put like a loader or whatever, like a splitter to like say, always do wood chips now. Because wood chips be where we at. I like how I'm not touching coal anymore. Can I get that? Yep, production generally higher than consumption. Awesome. That buffer is, again, where I was saying before, is that's where that really, really, really helps. Is because we're ensuring that we have enough stuff to take care of any spikes. But if we rely on those buffers too long, that's where we get into a lot of trouble. Building storage level 2 might collapse due to uneven... we're working on it? It's about to be at that level. It's just, it's spilling into it right now, so we'll get it. Yeah, you can see it lips up a little bit against it. Nothing can touch structures or they'll just collapse. Now, where are you going now? I need you guys to not alternate between stuff. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay? I'm just gonna force you over here, and then I'll put you back over there. I don't want to lose 400 iron slabs because y'all got funny. There we go. Now we're safe. Visually, this game is incredible because these terraforming bits can be really dicey, but there's enough visual information here to tell me exactly what's going on. It's excellent. Trucks? Oh, the trucks are going all the way to... Yep, there they are. They're coming all the way here because this is where the mind control tower is. That's why the game is like, you can build them anywhere. You could have 5 or 6 mind control towers right next to each other, but when the trucks check in, or whatever, they go all the way to the thing, and it's really stupid annoying. To there. Giver. Yeah, there it is. I also wouldn't mind slabs. Concrete slabs. There we go. I guess that also gives me a really good indication as to how much road I can go. How road can you go? Because that's a requirement. It's all this takes, is just concrete slabs. This might not seem like a lot, but this is gonna look really good when it's done. Look at that. I might just call this like level 4 and just be like, boom. Once you hit this tech level, paste this, and then just unpause or whatever. Build whatever you need to build. But there you go. I'd like that to be filled in, thank you. Yeah, this is kind of a long time I've been staring at this, waiting for this to get wrapped up. Okay, something got borked. Yep, that needs to get done. Thank you, perfect. Okay, now, back to this mountainous thing. Have fun. That goes away, and that goes away. We got our ramp. We got ramps everywhere. This is all ramped. This is all ramped. One of the hardest lessons is setting up a mining thing and not ramping yourself correctly. And it's just like, oh man, something collapsed because I didn't give myself enough space because I was trying to maximize room or whatever. So that's why like my ramps are like five wide. Same thing over here. I think this is like 4 wide. No. Oh, it's about 5 wide, yeah. That really, really helps. It really, really helps. Okay. What's this? Little supply of wood chips. How much do you take? You take 48. We're producing 48. Okay, I want another chippy guy. And that needs to be upgraded, and that needs to be upgraded. Don't bring, don't take. Yeah, I want to produce slightly more than I'm consuming all the time. I mean, I'd love to produce tons more than I'm consuming, but for right now, a little more would be good. Okay. I'm going to wait for that to get upgraded. And just like that. There it is. And I think I gotta bust this up. I don't think there's a... Okay, hold on. There we go. Can I... This junction piece is something that's created generally on the fly? I don't know if that's gonna work. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. As long as you copy a junction already built, it's fine. Got it. I don't think I have the junction piece as... Oh, yeah, they're called connectors. Oh, okay, that's awesome. Very cool. Okay, we have no things in our thing, which means we finished up this whole pet project. I call them pet projects because it's something that... It's just a neat little thing I'd like to work on the side. I don't need it to be very flashy, or... It's not going to be like, we'll change the face of production today. Like, that's not what's going to happen. It's just like, yeah, it's a fun little thing. No one's going to get hurt about it. Like, if it gets done, cool. If it doesn't, also cool. Like, it's not a big deal. So I call them little side projects, little pet projects is what I've heard when I was working with a bunch of, like 2 jobs ago or whatever. We were always working, we were developers. We worked for an enterprise resource planning system, and we were developers. And what would usually happen is there'd be some code that had to get thrown into production right away. And we were like, okay, this fixes the problem, but I don't like how it was done. Like, I would like more time. I'd like to spend more time to fix the thing. But we don't usually have that luxury when, everything's on fire. So what ultimately happens is... It becomes a pet project for someone. They're like, oh yeah, I designed the R4500 or whatever. I did that form. I'd like to redo it. It was quick. I didn't like it. But it worked. So it becomes like their personal project. It's like, yeah, I think I could... How long does it take to run now? Well, it takes, I don't know, 2 hours to run over 1 billion records. Okay, well... That's what happens before a credit check, and we could clean that up, and there's some more, there's inefficiencies present and whatever. So, like, it's not hurting anything if it stays the way it is, but it becomes their personal dilly-dilly. So that's the phraseology. If you're never heard of that, that's where that comes from. Yeah. If you don't get it done, cool, not the end of the world. But it would be neat if... Neat if you can get done. Okay, that's still working on. I'm good on peoples. After I added that new wood chippers, this... Where are you going? Well, you're carrying coal, I don't care. This also needs an upgrade. And this doesn't, because this is still transporting 60 every 60, and I only need 48. Getting this upgraded will be a big help. Once our wood reserve kind of kicks back up, if that's ever going to happen, I would very much like to add more coal and add another coal storage, but this is really good stuff. This is providing long-term stability. Thank you. Boom. How much we got in the reserve tanks? 69. Oh, gosh. It almost seems like I'm actively trying to get to that number. If ever anyone's seen, like, any videos where, like, we're going to look at the math, we're going to look at the statistics, more times than not, it ends on that number. And if you don't know why that's funny, I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not your dad. But it's just kind of funny how frequently that pops up as the resulting number for reasons I can't fully comprehend. Okay, do we have... Okay, you already did the thing. Yep. That's the last donate level for that. We're getting a lot of... This is a lot of cost I'm investing, and this is a one-time deal. I don't have to continuously support the settlements. Once you're at reputation level 4, baby, you're in like Flynn. There's nothing that has to be done about it. It's great. Let's talk a little more about terraforming. I'm going to do this. Then maybe something like this. Oop, dang it, I right-clicked. Eventually something like that, and then more ramp action. I don't want to be too nitpicky about stuff, but I'd also like to get as much of this done, because like I said, Petrochem's gonna be thrown here whenever we get there. You can have that, thanks. Okay, level 3. What was the other one? It was over here. 1, 4. I don't want you to be where my mouse is, thank you. There it is. Donate. You can load up the parts. Oh, I could do... Wait. Huh. So until it's delivered, all required cargo is loaded. That's not true? Okay. That's interesting. The dock should be all like, hey, I don't have that order anymore. Assume it's taken care of. The boat's on the way. Just assume it's handled. Not the end of the world that it doesn't work that way, but that could be confusing if you're trying to just chop through all these things. And we already have the stuff. Okay, you're done. This was actually pretty close. What's the distance of this one? Does it say the distance anymore? Ooh, hydrate and stretch, thank you. It doesn't. It does on other stuff, so you can postulate, right? This is 1027, this is 645, so this is about 800. You can kind of assume. Get out of here. Okay, first the stretch. Oh man, my wings have been killing me. My wings are what I call when the shoulder blades... Not the shoulder blades. Maybe they're shoulder blades? Hold on. I don't know. I don't know the human anatomy. I call them wings all the time, so I don't... Let's see here. What's the back part of the... Yeah, I guess shoulder blades, right? Where the shoulder blades meet the spine is kind of where I would assume wings would be attached on a person, on a fantasy creature, on a whatever. So that part right there, when you stretch out, if you take both your hands and lift at a 45-degree angle away from you, so you're pointing, reaching there, and then move 90, like move your hand straight up, so you're just reaching for the sky like that. That is a little tense, but that's kind of where I figured those muscles would be. Where wings would attach to a person. And those are always just killing me all the time. Like I'm throwing something away from me, but like I'm throwing like a shot put or something? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. There's a stretch. Good hydrate. Thank you. Ah, awesome. Okay, this will be the last 168? Really? Huh, what a weird number. Also, good morning, good evening, Kuna. Appreciate it. I don't know if I said that already. Am still a little tired. Oh, wood chips. Yep, we've gone through the alert. Yep, this being empty is not a problem. This is, yeah, excellent. How much power? 73 stored heat. Awesome. These are firing once in the whiles. And that's the last settlement, I think. Let's do one more double check. Nope, I lied. One more. Boop. Boop. Badoop. High fuel gas. Oh boy, time to turn on the diesel weasel. Merp. And let's check recycling, because those usually happen. Yeah, we're still good. Recycling is an energy, I wouldn't say expensive process, but it's also a lot of workers. So having just a lot of workers not doing anything else is kind of a pain. Yeah, go fight a guy. Why not? We dropped off the stuff? Yep, cool. Go frickin' fight a guy. A rock mine. Oh man. That's actually helpful. As sarcastic as that might sound, it is actually pretty helpful. Cool. And now I've got that one, and then we're done. Yep. Yep. I'm not upgrading the oil rig anymore. I haven't upgraded any of these other mines. I just don't need them right now. And it's going to take a hot second for us to get all of our construction materials back. Okay, this guy's got a little more hit points. Ah, we escaped. Oh, boo. I also noticed they have an extra level 2 gun, and they had 500 more hit points, even though 610? Oh, crap. We're 480. Yeah, I spaced out. Of course they have extra stuff. The game didn't lie. I'm just silly. Okay, so we'll pay for repairs when it gets back. That's fine. So we tap out at a certain point. We never lose the ship, ever. You can't lose the ship. Let me guess. Can't deliver iron ore. Yep. Because we're probably full. Not big surprise. Okay. Cool. Cool. I can go away. Yeah. Done loading cargo. How much do you cost? Okay. As a one-off, that's not terrible. And I can't have it go until it leaves with 80%? Yeah, I can't change how much that means, but that's okay. The steel's right here. That's not a problem. Eats about a warehouse worth of steel. And about as much electronics as well. That's alright. There's a high supply of light oil. Oh no. Oh no. Which one are you? You're heavy? You're light. You can shut off. If we're full on naphtha and we're full on everything else, just burn it for energy. Getting sleepy after dinner, have to do something. Thank you very much, Nedved. Yeah, I've only got about an hour of free time here anyway, maybe an hour and a half at most. But yeah, thanks for swinging by. Have a good rest of your day. Mer. Yeah, all these fights are out of my league. That 470 is well within our purview. We have a low supply of wood chips. What happened? What happened? Coal? Probably. We're gonna tweak this a little bit. We're gonna get it right. It's just a little bit more tweaking's required. Well, let's check our water table. 85%. 88%. I'm gonna guess 62%. 96%. Wow, yep. Awesome. If there's a fourth water table nearby, then we're super solid. There's two more over here. Unless this is like uranium or something. No, that's water. Oh, uranium's greenish. It's this kind of green. No, that's awesome. The more of those we can tap, the better. They might sound very obvious, but still. Can you fight that guy? Too far away? Yeah, okay. Come on back. Thanks. And then one last donate. So this session was just all about getting our reputation up. We haven't added any new processes. We haven't really done anything else. I'm low on level 2 construction parts. Well, this guy's kind of foolish. But yeah, the level 3, I'm just going to let that sit and build back up. No problem. We have electronics. We have everything else. Our maintenance is still high 90s. That's great. Yeah, 100%. Cool. That's staying around real good. Real good. Staying good. Food. Everything's top of the charts. Full on meat, full on eggs. Yeah, what else can I do with meat? I could do food packs. I should start looking at food packs. Egg, bread. I'm not going to do tofu for a while, but all this excess can go right into these food packs. Food packs are neat. Food packs are for trading. Not quick trades? No. But can do some of these long-term trades, so let's do pack. Oil. 666 for uranium. Are you sure? What a number. What is it with the numbers today? 69, 666. It's just... If I was trying, it would be silly. I'm not trying, and it's hilarious. Okay. How are we doing on this? Yeah, it pops right back up pretty quick. We could turn this back on. So with all the charburners running... Charburner sounds like a way better Mega Man Robot Master than Fireman, and then Heat Man. And then whenever they stop doing blah 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 mans, there's only one Robot Master that was a woman? Wave Woman, I think? But then after you got to like Mega Man X, they all had like names. Sting Chameleon, Boomer Quanger, Spark Mandrill, you know, like name. Like almost like actual evil villain names, as opposed to you see that guy over there? His name's Sparkman. He just really likes like electricity? Question mark? Yeah, I don't get it either. Don't worry about it. Like it's that kind of a thing. I'm still amazed that we have not spent a single drop of diesel to make our power anymore. What actually would work better? Is coal better or wood chips better for this? 30 coal. So let's do some math. I'm going to turn this on. It's not going to do anything. Can you just hang on? What happened? What did I do? Yeah, don't import either. Okay. That was weird. How much does this take? Then how much does this take? So, let's do a little bit of math here. Assuming all things are equal, if it takes, you know, an equal amount of energy to make coal, or an equal amount of energy to make wood chips, what is more wood efficient? Well, this takes this and turns it half, effectively. So I would need 60... I'm using really bad math. I would need 60 wood to do it this way, or 48 wood this way. So the wood chips are definitely the better choice. Boop. But this is one of the only processes I can actually use wood chips. Wood... Nope. Chippy doos. It's the boiler and it's paper. That's it. Not much else I can do about that. I'm going to pause the game real quick. Have fun. I think that is the last settlement. And then I've got some designations to do. I'm assuming this is what's all done. Dude, so good. So good. Okay. This would give me another 4 farms, yeah? Easy. Easy. I love it. Okay. That would be the final agriculture. We're going from 9 here to 16 here. A very strong upgrade will change our rotation, will change our storage. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. For now, what else do I want? I guess while I'm here and while we're doing it, let's just do a bit more. Because then I want to move on to other stuff. Nope, too far. Thanks. Have fun. While they're doing that, I'm gonna literally just grab this. And then flip, rotate, rotate. Oh, did I only grab 3 of them? Hold on. Oh yeah, I did. I don't know how much of a thing you have to have selected and highlighted to be a thing. How much space did I give myself? I think 3. I gave myself 4 for liquid, 3 for the output. Okay, so we'll do 4. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I messed up. 1, 2, 4. Nope. The belts aren't right. That's fine. Oh, the belts are right. I didn't finish it. Okay. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Okay, stuff got delivered. You're level 3. Go home. One last check, because I've got the attention span of a goldfish right now. 4, 4, 4. 1, 4, 4. I'm not upgrading any production facilities right now. 3, 3. I don't need to upgrade that. I also don't have the money to do any more upgrades. Okay, we're done with all that. So, ship come home, ship come home. Awesome, okay. That was a pretty sizable investment, and that got all the settlements done up and done up. Okay. I have a lot of concrete, so guess what we're going to do? I think I've been doing 4? 4, yep. I'll add barriers and stuff in a bit, but for now, I just want to get kind of the foundational road stuffs done. Roadhouse. Yeah. Got a bit of an idle fleet going on. Love it. That's still chunking down fuel gas. Awesome. Low supply of which... Gosh, dang it all to ding-dangertons. Yeah, this is going to be a whole lot of me just flicking coal on and off, which I don't really want to do. How much do we have room for? I wonder if I just deal with it for a little bit. Okay, I kind of want to observe that. The ship is docked. Nope, I wanted to click on the ship and take the crew out. Hi. Thanks. That's 90 personnel. What I'm expecting is... So what's happening is I'm pausing coal. I'm letting the wood chip stock up, and then I'm unpausing coal. And what's happening is, when I unpause coal, coal has to catch up, right? So what I kind of wanted to low-key watch to see if this hits the 2500 and stops, and then the wood chips naturally start spiking back up. So I don't want to flip the switches anymore. I don't want to do that. It's fine for some finite control, but still. What I could do is I could split the difference and pause 2 or 3 of the char burners. Charcoal makers. Coal makers? Whatever the crap they're called. I could pause a few of them and then just do it that way. But it looks like we're 2450. We're getting there. So it's going to hit... Oh, we're out of wood chips. Okay. Pause. Well, actually, you know what? This'll be a really good demonstration of the rest of the power infrastructure. So I'm not pausing that. It stopped. Yep. Naturally. If a truck comes and grabs some, cool. But very soon, this should all get full, and then we'll have a natural backdrop over there. So this is another thing I wanted to watch. I would actually expect the stored heat to start to drop. 77%. This should start failing. Yep, we're not making any more steam. All steamed out. The inertia is going to run dry. And when it runs dry, these other ones should pop online. That's the plan. That's the idea behind it. Still at 77% stored heat. Okay, these are running. 294. Let's look at this. 294, 231, 117, 114, 46. Yep, we're using up the stored heat until this other thing comes online. So that's perfect. That's a great effect on how that all works. I like it. So I'm happy with you. You can go away. Another thing I'd like to change is I don't want that on anymore. I want to rebuild my Unity. So I'm hoping this just kind of is like, yeah, we're done on coal for now. Push into wood chips. We have quite a bit of time. Yep, it's just passing right through. Low pressure turbine. I didn't catch that. Needs to transport steam depleted. 24, 20... Oh, hold on. Oh, I think I know what a problem is here. I'll come back to that in a second. We're not using the water. This process is in the understanding that we're actually using the water. So there's a couple things we could do. We could put a storage tank here to act as a middleman about that. Or, let's see here. That connects, this comes here. Here's what we'll do. We'll pipe this into the mains. So I have a junction somewhere. It's there. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but... I like saying the word but. But... I'd like to get that moved over. So give me a pipe level 2. Pipe level 2. So this is a really good eventuality that I did not plan for. It's good that we get this figured out. So this can just... Yeah, just come on all the way out. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Right there. Right there. I'm going to put a junction here instead. And Unity is just going to deconstruct. Okay. I need a pipe balancer. And we'll just Unity that up. This does not connect. And I'm going to Unity that away. If I don't get this built immediately, what's going to happen is we're going to have other issues. We're going to prioritize this one. Yep, so that's connected. This will void all the extra water. All the outs. This is the priority. Right here. This goes right into the steamy thing. And now we should be voiding, no problem. Yep. Cool. Easy. Easy fix. Low wood chips. Yep, I'm working on that. How are we on excess power? 72? Okay, we're not hemorrhaging through it as quickly as I thought. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I'm gonna need more farmland. I'm gonna need more everything. Speaking of farmland, how's this coming along? Beautifully, that's how. Okay. Good. Very excited for that to be finished. And that'll be probably how we start a session. It'll just be like, all right, I've been building this thing for like 12 hours or something, just flattening it out and getting the water and getting it all specced up and planned. Now we're just going to go ham. Oh, I'm not touching anything? Look at that. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's recovering. Oh my god. The planet's recovering. Yay! Awesome. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Leave that on notice. This is still working through all this fuel gas? Jeez. Oh, it's probably because the fuel gas here is fairly full? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Okay. What else did I want to work on? There was a few more tweaks and things I wanted to work on, but I'm not really too sure what. High supply of recyclables. Awesome, thanks. Get on that. I need the silicon and all that stuff for the next piece of research, which I'm not really worried about yet. These digesters and all. I'd also like to move all this process up here because this is where the fertilizer and stuff is, but I'm not through all this coal yet. So that's kind of an issue. Well, it's not an issue, it's just I'm not ready for it yet. Man, I can't believe I'm not harvesting any coal right now. I should probably burn through it. I should probably prioritize that and just motor through it and just be like, there you go. There's all the stuff. Oh, it's building up. Oh my god. So good. So good. So good. So good. Where are we? Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, guy. There you go. Thanks. It's not going to change anything. It makes me feel better that I'm changing stuff, though. Okay, well, when that finishes up, I want to talk about this. This is going to get flattened. This stuff I wouldn't mind to be pulled over. So I'm going to start working on that now. Because I want this to all be level 2. Nice and flat and everything and pristine. So we're going to start building that pseudo bus that I mentioned before. So what height is this? 5? Okay. Actually, hold on. Oh, that's fine. So this is how I want this to look. I want the pipes and the belts on one side. And I think I want the vehicles on the other side. So that'll be water right there. And to kind of get this started, I'm going to do like that. And then that goes away. Cool. One piece of the puzzle done. The next piece is this salt water, which I'm literally just using for salt. That's it. That's all this is doing. This is salt. I already have a salt process down here on a lark. It was just an excess little side project. Right here. So yeah, you can take the salt. We're making how much salt? 6 every 60, and I think that's how much I need over here for this anyway, isn't it? I got lost. Where did I go? Okay. 3 every 60. Yeah. Okay. So here's how this works. Nuke. Nuke. I don't need any of this. We're not even consuming that much glass. But I'm already using it. I'm already generating it with some of the process anyway. So that all goes away. I don't need to run this wire. That goes away, thanks. Okay. You import Don't export from here, but keep somewhat full. Man, that opened that up real hard. Okay, so there's water. What else are we getting? We're getting oil. So this is going to be... There's not 6 high, is there? There's 4 high. Okay. So this is going to look... I will redo all this later when we get to petrochem. But what I want... Don't connect this stuff? There we go, thanks. And this will go... This can come up just like that. Yep. Cool. Oh my god, this is actually really exciting. Okay, this... For now, can just blurp. And I want you to pause, and let's let this get all cleaned out. And then I'll delete it, and that'll be that. Then I can, yeah, I can start fading up a bit. Oh, man. It's another thing that really drives me about this game that I really, really enjoy is you go from scattered mess to clean lines very quickly, right? Like you go from the spaghetti, right? And maybe in Factorio I'm using as a fine reference point. Because like things can just get out of hand because like the mentality is, well, I just need a little bit of advanced circuits. I just need a little bit, just a little to get through the tough times, please, mister. a little bit to get me through, you know? And then it's like now whatever was a temporary solution has now become a permanent solution. And now this is where this gets kind of problematic, right? But what we had was low supply of wood chips. That's still building up. Okay, what was the other thing? Oh, it disappeared. Things here started off as, you know, just need to get it going on. But look at how crisp, how clean this looks. That looks stupidly good. I think that looks very professional. Almost as if I planned it. And it didn't take very long for us to get there either. Oh, do I not have more dumping zones? Hold on. We have plenty of dumping zones. More than enough, even. Severals. Severals of dumping zone. Bad language. Severals of dumping zone. Alright, so I have about, let's say, an hour-ish at this point before I gotta wrap up and get going. That's dope. I love that. Yeah, we'll get this all flatlined and cleaned out. How are we doing? Almost done over there. Cool. Wood chips have caught up. So we're at the point where I think we're doing pretty good. Yep, that's looking great. I will do a big chips. I will do a big chips. I'm gonna do a big chips right now. I'm just gonna pause. Hold on. Are you all empty? You are. Cool. Boop. And boop. I'll wait for someone to take it. It's cool. Worst that's going to happen is the line's going to back up a bit. Okay. I didn't think this was going to connect properly. Oh, I see an issue. That's fine. It's not really an issue. There we go. Is that as tight as I can get that? I think so, but hold on. That height's not right. Hold up. What height are you? 3. Okay, that's... Yeesh. Pashaisha. It's that one bit of Bob's Burgers where he's, So Bob goes and he is going to the grocery store to find a new thing for the burger of the day. And he slips on the sidewalk in front of Gyro's place of work. The, gosh, what's it called? It's not jujitsu. Capoeira. The capoeira personal trainer. And, so anyway, there's a... Bob hurts his shoulder because he slipped. And there's an altercation and blah, 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 blah. And later on, Gyro shows up at Bob's Burgers, at Bob's place of work. And they have a conversation. Oh, no, where are you, Cole? No, no, no. Oh, I copied you. No. No. Okay. Thanks. Gyro shows up at Bob's place of work, and Gyro says, Pashaisha. Or no. Yeah, Gyro says, Pashaisha. And Bob says, what are you saying? And Gyro is like, this is how you say it, Pashaisha. And Bob is like, are you trying to say psh? Gyro's like, yeah, that's how I said it. And then Bob's like, that's not how you say it. You say it like this, psh. And then Louise is like, well, I think you both are nailing it. Like, it's just a really stupid conversation that just resonates in my heart. And I love it so. I love it so much. Collision with U-shaped conveyor. Aw, boo. I was hoping I could add another line there. I guess not. Alright. That feels a lot better. Don't notify me, don't bring me stuff. Cool. Easy. That'll work. And no active alerts. That's exactly what I want to hear. What was our net total? 69? Okay, cool, great, whatever, I don't care. So that showed that even when we didn't have the main power production on, we still were doing pretty well in terms of power stability. So I'm really happy with that. How's this coming on? Is this almost done? Actually, it is. It is just about done. It is done. Okay, that was fast. You, my friend. Yoink. We're gonna boutique up the joint. I don't need this much. How about start with that? Thanks. There's some mining... Right. I never want to hear about that. I never want to hear about... There's some mining things outside of a mining thing. Yes, they're all over the place. But, I can probably... So let's see what we can do about water stability. Because that's something I wanted to do here. Not quite. Okay, there's not quite enough room. My idea was these first 4... well, these first 3 rows of 4 are going to be for food consumption for people. These other 3, or these other 4, probably pet projects. 2 for canola, 2 for corn. Corn turns into corn mash. Corn mash plus cooking oil we'll get from the canola turns into bioethanol or biodiesel. Well, I should just look up diesel. D-I-E? D-I-E? D-I-E, yep. Diesel. Ethanol, cooking oil, diesel. The research we got was called biodiesel, so I'm calling it biodiesel, but this game doesn't have a difference between ethanol-enriched fuel or not. The fuel source in America that'd be known as... It's called E85. Whoa, we got a lot of iron scrap. Can you upgrade immediately? I didn't think I'd be sitting on a ton of scrap, but I guess so. Oh, wow. Yep. I guess so. It didn't block up the system, but it will. Oh boy, howdy, it will. Okay. And we are pushing through the recyclable stuff first. It's a little hard to see, but we are. This guy... Yeah, they all get a piece. We're just not consuming. We're not consuming because... Yeah, we're still working through our construction parts. Are you guys all done? No. Wait. Oh no, you guys are the... Oh, so I should see a swarm of trucks on the way. Oh, the two... Yeah, the two are still there. Yep, here we go. Brr, brr, brr. I like the cavalry. The automated cavalry has arrived, right? Okay. I forgot to delete some other stuff. That all can go away. These are all automated bits that I wanted to save on space. But that's kind of no longer necessary. Or to save on just routing the same garbage over and over and over and over again, but it's not really necessary anymore. Okay, we're working on that slag. We're almost full on rock now. I don't need another one for limestone. I thought I was going to build like another strategic reserve of limestone, but meh. There's not a lot of other temporary products that I'm kicking around aside from this. Also wood. Oh, that's full. Awesome. So good. Wood and coal, like these processes that take a while to rev up a bunch. It's good to have that available. I probably need more housing, but I want to get more food done first. Different types of foodstuffs will provide more unity, and that's what I'm looking for. Yep, having 3 of these guys just kicking around. Beautiful. Okay, that whole dumping ground is looking good. Let's see here. How many more of... It's gonna be a while until I get the large... Yeah, I could... In this direction, I could probably easily do 1. Yeah, the spacing's actually pretty tight. So can I do this for just spacing's sake? Oh yeah, 1, 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I going to need that many? Eventually, sure. But I don't need it quite yet. Oh, this guy's playing it risky. Playing it spicy, huh? Oh, this guy too. Oh, oh, oh. Everything re-sifts itself when you're adding it. I think the math and mechanics of that is really interesting. Can I get this? Okay, that's kind of... So, you can still get out. There's still ways out. I just want to make sure that... I might do a ramp here. Once this all gets paved out, we'll do a ramp to make sure everyone can get around. Yeah. But I want to also work with these pipes. Okay. I'm just staring and picking at little processes, and I'm having a delightful time. I'm sure someone watching is probably like, get on with the damn show! And I'm like, this is the show! I'm playing the game. Having a good time. What else did I want to kick around? We're not doing research today. I'm not spinning up all the silicon and everything with the short time I have available. We've already taken all the materials we need to get all of our reputations beefed up across the land. Watching people think out stuff is a part of like, cool. Okay, that's my take as well on the whole thing. So good. That's literally my thought about it as well. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Let's talk about. What do I want to talk about? Farm stuff. Food packs. Farm packs, foodstuffs. Oh, right. Coal. What tech do I have that I've been kind of pushing off? Hospitals, I have been, yep. Hydro stuff, rotary kiln, the arc furnace. Mixer 2, biodiesel fermentation. Yeah, all these things are neat to haves, but they're not mandatory. Let's talk about our petrochem. It's been a while. Okay, before I do that, is there any other research that's really important oil-wise? I don't think so. I think we're at the point of all the oil stuff we're going to get for the game, but I want to check. Nuclear, chemical, CO2 recycling, arc furnace, ship, recycling, data center, the internet. What does the internet do? Connects the settlement to cloud, which costs computing. I don't know what that means. I know what the cloud is, but I don't know what it means in this context. Recycling, tree growth, rainwater yield, settlement water use. Oh, a lot of infinite stuff. Nice. Space probe rocket, orbital research, titanium smelting. Okay. Superheated steam, which is great for the super pressure turbine. That's awesome. Yep, that's cool. And a bunch of infinite stuff. Okay. We're at the part where we have received all of the oil tech we're going to get. There's no more to be had. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to grab... It's one of everything, right? Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. Crack, cook, rubber. Truck is struggling. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, the ramp! Y'all messed with the ramp and you got the horns. Okay, and just to stress priority on this... Yeah, I'm working on it. There you go, buddy. Yep, that's bitten me in the face so many times. And there was a time before where there wasn't the recall vehicle button. That straight up didn't exist. So if you had a vehicle that's like, oh my god, I'm stuck, you might have to build a new excavator and a new everything to get it going on. It was not good. But now there's the recall button, or the recovery button. There's a lot of good. You could manually drive a mofo. It's awesome. Yeah, this game is so good. Okay, what I would like is to double up my oil production. I guess I could try this dirty magic again. So that produces the diesel and the light and the steam and the naphtha. Steam is on the left all 3 times, so this is actually perfect for me. This is what I want. I want this to be as uniform as possible. I'm going to grab this, give it the old flip-a-doo. Flipper-doo, how do you do? And we'll do something like this. Let's see if I can get some pipes to do pipe things. Level 1 pipe? Whenever I do blueprints in like Factorio or whatever, or Mindustry or whatever, I always have it pulled out and obvious. So like, it'll be like this. It'll be like, oh, I need to plug something into this thing, I guess. You know, that's how I make it. I make it really obvious because I might come back like a different man. You know, in like, I don't know, 2 years or whatever, and play this game again. I'm going to be playing this game for a while, don't get me wrong. But like the point of it is like, it'll turn into, well, I don't remember how I did any of this. That looks like that. And this can get nixed. Okay, so now... So this comes up to here and this stops. So this is the out. I make it again very obvious. Very obvious something needs to be connected. Now, when we did this... When we did these blueprints, I tried to do the same thing. All the outputs and inputs are requested from one side. So all the raw stuff, all the finished stuff, all the whatever comes in from this side. Same thing with the iron, this side. Same thing with copper. I try to make it as uniform as possible, and that allows me to do the roads and stuff much more cleanly, for sure. So this is already doubling our production. Do I need to double the production? No, probably not. We're sitting pretty good with whatever we've got going on, but I'd like to clean this up. Because this is a lot more compact than... Well, some of it's here and some of it's over there, and it sucks. So, from this, we will have medium... we'll produce heavy. Medium goes right to distillation stage 2, so there's no point in messing around with that. Oh, I need a boiler. I need a boiler for math. I'll take you. Hi. 48 every 60. That's perfect. Oh, another thing about the game, now that I realize it, is the math used to be non-60 base. It used to be like blah 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 for every 20, blah 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 for every 40, blah 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 for every whatever. And you had to go through and actually do the process yourself. There was a button though that said default everything to 60, stop asking. So then it all maths out, but if I hover over the thing, you can see exactly how quickly does this process actually work. But if you use it as 60 base T, it doesn't matter, right? 48, 48, 30, 30. We're not going to have excess stuff. If all this process runs and produces diesel, which I'm trying to produce at the end of this, we shouldn't have excess stuff. Now, naphtha can be used in this cracking unit to make fuel gas and hydrogen. I'm also using naphtha, though, for rubber. So let's see, are there any better rubber recipes, or is this the best one? Technically ethanol would be a better rubber. Technically ethanol would be a better one, but for now, I'm going to assume we'll use naphtha. We're actually not using a lot of rubber anyway, so NBD, no big deal. What's going to happen here is this is sour water. I need that sour water cracker. 36 sour water. I think we're only mixing down 32 sour water. Oh, 36. It's perfect. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, how does this work? Sour water und Steam. Und oder Steams. So I'm probably going to put this somewhere awkward that I'm going to hate. So sour water goes in there. Steam keeps going, goes in there. So input comes from this side. I would like all the output and production on one side. Oh God, no. Don't do that. I thought I was still in pretend build mode. Thanks, sorry. Sorry, guy. Sorry. Oh, I still need it, though. I still need the cracker. I'm not going to go find it. Forget that noise. I'm not going to go into the queue and try to discover where it is. I know exactly where it is. I'll prove it. It's right here. But sour water stripper. Yeah, I even called it the wrong thing. Cool. So this is going to look like this. Kind of make this a little compact. If I could talk to you. Okay, there's the sour water ready to go. This is still steam, which I don't know if I still need anywhere else. I probably do. There's that. Now I want some outputs. I would like large outputs And then I just never really have to worry about this again. So I can have the outputs here. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's off base. 4. Okay. This is also water, which I'm not storing here, but it needs to leave the system eventually. Also ammonia, also sulfur. So because I'm processing this all in this manner, what's somewhat interesting is I'm not actually... Oh, you finished? Oh, snap doodles, my guy. Snappity snaps. I like saying the word snaps now. Snaps. Snap, snap, snaps. That goes away, and that goes away. Cool. That looks so much better, doesn't it? Oh, man. Oh, geez. Oh, man. What else is like a next to do? This is all iron. This is Iron Mountain for sure. Yep, not touching that. Don't need to touch any of this. That's all gotta get mined up eventually. What? You know what I should do? Hold on. Maybe I should just run the coal all day, all night. And just reserve the heck out of it. And just get it stashed and be like, here's our coal. There's many coals like it, but this coal is mine, kind of a thing. Just 1, 2, 3, a 3. And just move through the... Just start mining... Just keep mining the resources. Just keep working. We're full coal there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, here's what I want. Loose, level 2. Looks like that. This gets deleted. Thanks. Do not send anything out. This is reserve coal. Nope, 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 nope. No can take. The excavators. You both are getting turned on. How you doing? You're looking great. I don't know how to turn on an excavator. Nice shovel, buddy. I don't know. There's that. There's that. Where's the coal? Okay, I'm not gonna bother paving if I'm just gonna remove it anyway. This never got built. That's hilarious. It is for fertilizer, which I never really have enough of anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Work on that. Oh, right. Other stuff I want to do. Coal comes up to about here. Retaining walls, maybe? Nah, not quite. I don't want to mess with that anymore. What else can I mess with that would be helpful generally? I could bulldoze more of this for more tree farmland. How are we on saplings? We're doing great. Yeah, three farms seems to be the right amount of all that. I'm leaving all that for iron. This is all nothing? Might bulldoze all that. What the heck, why not? I got nothing to do and I want to keep them busy. So here's this. This also allows for a little more expansion, housing-wise, later. Hi. How you doing? Merp. Thanks, mate. That takes care of that. Easy, easy. Breezy, cheesy. Okay, there's that doing that thing. Now, back to this. Right. I should never have excess. So the only thing I really want out of this is diesel, right? I should never have excess light because we're making diesel out of it. If I ever have excess light, it doesn't matter. So light is being turned into naphtha. This is not naphtha. But I'm not storing light. So we have storage of something. And ammonia. This is water. So water, ammonia, sulfur. So let's get a sulfur store here. Ooh, whoops. What the heck? Oh, it's because I have that open. Cool. R, I was hitting R for rotate. And it wasn't doing nothing. Okay, there's that. So there's sulfur. Which will also want rubber. But this might be a multifaceted process, so I'm not super worried about it. Okay, oil goes in heavy. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Get rid of all that. Not ready for all that yet. That goes away, that goes away. How do we deal with naphtha? Well, we have the crackers, which I should actually do the math on. I didn't do the math last time, I don't think. I don't generally think. This is naphtha and steam equals fuel gas and hydrogen. So naphtha comes out this way. 24. I need 2 crackers. And I need steam. And I need steam. So this would benefit to look like this. That's not right. Yep. Steam is still on the bottom. Awesome. And naphtha, it's a 1-to-1. It does not change. This is going to go up to level 2. Don't connect. Right there. Right there, right there, and now you can connect. Awesome, okay. So there's all the naphtha just handled. I could move this over 2 to the left for compactness sake. I'm going to do just that. Ooh, three tiles. Ooh. 3 tiles over to the left. Yeah. Oh, if there was a way to switch outputs, that would be great. Because fuel gas would be coming out at the same wazoo. Is that a phrase everyone knows? Up the wazoo? Probably not a polite phrase, but still a funny one all the same. That is dope! Okay. The level 1... So it's oil. No, it's steam. Sour water. Naphtha. 36... 18, yep. I'm going to do the advice I did before. I'm going to give myself... I'm going to cut this and paste it. Not building it, but I want to check pipes. Because a bunch of pipes got screwed up last time. Because they weren't able to find supports. Everything actually looks pretty good. You are out of iron, my guy. Oh, no. What I should probably do is build a new ramp. And cut into this so I could start landfilling this out. That might be smart. Smart. Where are we at? It says there's no iron there. That's fine. Let's start here. I think this is -6. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna do this the other way. Nope. Yes? Yes. How about that? That's more than enough room. That cuts into whatever remaining iron is here. That's good. If you could trim that, that's great. Oh, no, I needed that to do that things. Hold on. Freaking guy? Come on. Okay. Is it this one? Yeah. Merp. Thanks. So you can work on this one, even before this one is completely done up. Waiting for truck. Okay, cool. Excavators don't like to move if they have stuff in their cargo sling and base. Carrier? I'm just making up words. Slap words together. Ah, yes, the part of the excavator with the face, hand, shovel, punch, fight, battle. Min. Yeah. Since we were using this as a dumping ground for a long time, I would like to get like a real road down here. It'll just look a lot cleaner. What was I? Oh, petrochem. Right. Again, it's so hard to see because that is the only thing I was able to see about it. So okay, naphtha gets cracked into fuel gas and hydrogen. Hydrogen is how we're going to deal with heavy oil. It's another cracker. So many cracking units. 9? Oh yeah, this is going to be slightly underproductive. But 24 heavy. How much heavy am I making? 12. Perfect. Running one of these is fine. It doesn't matter if we're slightly underproductive. That actually means we're going to have an abundance of... Okay. We're going to have an abundance of hydrogen, which is great. Then we can really have the conversation about hydrogen-powered vehicles without it being some newfangled, power-intensive process I'm trying to spin up just to be like, oh, this will be fun. Let's just slap a bunch of crap together. It'll be just a natural, hey, you're making this extra anyway? Cool. Sure. Oh, wait. Does that go from 1 to 3? Eh, go for it. I have a lot of Unity that I'm really not using. Yep. These Unities might not seem like a lot, but again, this game is played over a long time. Days? Probably days worth of time. So 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. These might not sound like a lot, but they add up, and they are helpful. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Okay, that's just making a mess of things. Excellent. Wrong thing. Thank you. High level of fertilizer. High level of fertilizer is slang for I have not enough ammonia. That's what that's slang for. That is a... This will work itself out pretty quick. 75%? 75%, okay. Diesel Weasel's still running. I probably don't need to run it anymore. Actually, it is still genuinely kind of running regularly. That's pretty cool. Recycling, how are we doing on that? I'll kick you on for a bit, why not? We're producing so much extra food. I really don't need to mess with fertilizer. When corn was brand new and we had the animal feed coming from the corn, it was really helpful to have it going on. But I don't really super duper need it. I'm going to watch this bleed down to about 50, and then I'll switch it. I want to have enough so we can make regular fertilizer. I also still like the word diesel weasel. When you're trying to get every ounce of fuel gas into diesel, we call it squeezeling the diesel weasel. Give the diesel weasel a squeezle. Okay, I don't like that word anymore. It sounds gross. Alright, and now we'll wait for this to vent out. It's not venting. Venting's not the right word. What's happening is it's getting pushed into all of the storages, and we turn this on. There'll be no conflict. You can only have one thing in a pipe at any one time. Block due to output. Yep, that's fine. This reserve is looking really good, though. Another reserve. How's this coming along? How's our chippy doos? Awesome. Stored heat still looking great. Oh, man, so good. Okay, I've got about 20-ish minutes left. Let's go ahead and try to finish up what our petrochem blueprint would be, and then we'll call it there. So, just for sake of reason, this right here, now that we have all of the steps figured out and researched, could fit in about the same blueprint as our stage 1 and stage 2 and sour water distillation bits. The reason why it was all scattered out like this is because not all the research was available at the same time. So we had to tack on. Like, let's just use Factorio as another example. I know how popular it is. I love that game, and I know how many people have played it. Like, just tons of people have at least heard of it. But like when you start the game off, you have iron ore goes to iron plate, right? Simple. So you design a whole smelting array that way. And then later on, you learn about steel, which takes that iron plate and cooks it yet again to make steel. And you might be like, oh man, I designed this in such a way. Now if I want it to be compact, I gotta redo all this. And if it's your first time playing, yeah. You might just spin up a whole new smelting thing or whatever for steel. Or if you've got blueprints, you probably got it all figured out, etc., etc. But yeah, so that's why that was scattered all the way over there, because I just didn't have all the stuff researched and ready. That was the deal. Now, heavy fuel comes from stage 1 distillation. And what I'm going to do is we have how many more layers? 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go 3. Don't connect. 3. Just hang out over there, please. Feel like Captain Knuckles with an episode of Flapjack. 3. Flapjack, I forgot all about you. I can't count to 4. This is incorrect. This is slightly more correct. But because this is gonna take hydrogen... Fuel gas... No, man, if these inputs could change, that'd be awesome. You can flip the thing, but you can't change the outputs. You also need hydrogen. So hydrogen's going to have to get stored somewhere, because we're going to have excess production. So that's where it's very clear to me we're going to store a bunch of it. I also want to use it for fuel. Wouldn't mind a hydrogen thingamadoo later. Thingamadoo is a fun way for me to say thingamajig, stuff and things and stuffs. I'm going to build this out. I want all the outputs to be on the same dilly-dilly. So this is fuel gas, and that's fine. I probably need more trucks. I'm doing a lot of mining over there with coal, and I'm doing a lot of... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work on that. Thank you very much, Danka. Danka! Okay. So, diesel's gonna have to come out of here somewhere. Diesel's a finished product. I keep spelling it wrong. It isn't technically a finished product. I can use it to make more stuff, but all this other stuff is either A, terribly inefficient, or not helpful. We're at a tech level where it's not necessary. So diesel's one of these things now. I'm going to run a different wire pipe. Wire pipe. Yep, that's what professionals call it. They call them wire pipes. Fight me. And it's going to look something like this. So there's our diesel. And I have a lot of connections, right? It's not just those two. It is just those two for now. What we'll also do is... Well, there's more cracking later, so let's not worry about that. Go away. Go away. Thanks. I mean, thank you for showing up, but go away. Okay. I don't want to hear about this anymore. Wait, what are you bringing? Oh, yeah, everyone's bringing everything. Yep, okay. I don't care. Thank you. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm building more trucks. That's what I'm deciding to do about it. It's taking a while because I purposefully have it very, very far away for trucks to do stuff. If I wanted to make this better, I should put a loose storage here. And I'll dump stuff into that. I'll pipe it all the way down or bus it down. And then the trucks are just like, oh, here's that garbage storage. Guess what? Dump, 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 dump. And that's another thing we could do to make that really easy. I was waiting for a bit more of a bus system before I did that, but if the trucks get a little strained, the trucks get a little strained. It's fine. Fuel gas. Do I need fuel gas for anything else? I've been turning it into diesel, which I could use it just for cooking. Diesel and water, yeah, which I think I'll do here. So, alright, I'm missing part of the process here. Distillation for naphtha, which we have done. The cracking unit for naphtha to fuel gas. Heavy and hydrogen to... Oh, I think we're done, actually. That'll be delightful. I'd like to end this session with a finished blueprint. That would be nice. Okay, fuel gas, diesel. I think we're done. I need to store hydrogen. I need to store hydrogen somewhere and bring it back. So hydrogen, fuel gas, diesel, and medium, and that, and that. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's talk about cracking stuff into diesel then. It is you, which I think is just another cracking unit. Yep. Fuel gas and oxygen. Oxygen we'll get from an air separator. Okay, hold on. I wanted to still throw the alert, but I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, I'll probably do something about it later, but I'm good right now. Okay. If it still keeps popping up, I'll go back to the sorter and I'll shut it off there. Uh, 36 fuel gas. How much fuel gas am I making? 12. So 24. 48. Nope. 72. 72. 78 fuel gas. Yeah, this is the right ratio for all that. 36 oxygen, 36 oxygen. This is slightly underperformant. If I want to purge all the fuel gas, is there anything else fuel gas is used for? I can use it to make diesel. I can use it to make compost. I can use it to make cement. I'll have to see. I'll have to check the kiln. Oh, I will need it for alumina. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, I'll need hydrogen or fuel gas for that. Okay. So, I find it valid to keep fuel gas? That'll be easy. I'll just say, hey, stuff this fuel gas into a container. Then add priority. Any extra fuel gas, turn it into diesel. So that's how we'll do it. So we'll always have a full fuel gas. So this being slightly inefficient is fine. I don't think this is going to run 24/7 anyway. Hold on. There's a really great way to figure out how much we're actually using. I'm going to look at something called medium gas. Or medium oil. Medium oil is going to be a good indicator because this process is the foundation of everything else. Or I could probably go to oil consumption. I forgot my alphabet. Oh, it's pinned. It's up here. Haha! It's also called crude oil. We're using like 40, 60 a month. We're not even using that much. This is disgusting overkill. This process is being used, I'll just throw out a number, 40% of the time. And then I'm going to double it. No, that's good. I want to be that performant with stuff. I could always just pause it. Pausing it means we're not using the workers, we're not using the electricity. Done, 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 done. Okay, I'm happy with this setup. So storages. Let's talk about storages again. It's going to be... It doesn't have to look good. Fuel gas, diesel. So I'll just mark it so I remember. Diesel, fuel gas, ammonia. Sulfur is going to be part of this. I'm not keeping heavy. I'm not keeping... Hold on. Are these used for anything else? What is this? Diamond paste? Oh, sweet God. I gotta keep some of that too? Barf. Okay. I'm glad. Is light oil used for anything else? No. Nope. Okay, light oil can just get scrammed out of here. But I will need some heavy... Well, how much was it? Heavy. Was it like 2? Okay. I need a bare minimum amount of that. So this can be a regular Joe storage. Just a regular thing. How much fuel gas did I need for this other process anyway? Where was it? 6. Which is not a lot. So I'm going to rationalize that goes away. This comes over here. You are... Nope. Fuel gas. You are heavy. If I need more... There you go. Same depth blueprint or footprint, but saves a lot on space. I don't know if I need this much ammonia storage or whatever. I just want it. Just want to have it. So there's our storage. Nope. There. There's our final storage looking like so far. I don't like liquids and solids to be... It actually looks really good. I like that a lot. I do want the Bigum diesel. Yep. Fuel gas, ammonia. I probably don't need the big ammonia, but when I move around my agriculture stuff, it's going to be a lot of... I don't want to have to fight with storage of anything. So, okay. I think I'm almost done here. You can go there. Oh, also water. So hold on. There's going to be a water pipe that just comes out of here like weird magic. Fluid. I can't build above storages, can I? I can't. Okay, so... This is going to seem really weird if I'm not storing it, even though I don't want to store water anywhere ever except where it's being used and blah, blah, blah. There. Just for sanity's sake, so I know I'm paying attention to it. There's regular water. Regular water. Okay. In this process, I do have some waste. This is sour water, isn't it? Yeah, cool. Okay. So that takes care of all that. I want to double check before I start hooking pipes in. It's like, oh my god! I'm not dealing with bra. It's just going to be annoying. Okay, I think we're good. This is the wall. So the ultimate thing is I'm going to grab this. So imagine it like this. There you go. That's how this is going to get pasted down. So we have the same roads or avenues or whatever, and that's it. So I'll pull this back maybe like 2 or 3, so that way I can poke stuff into it and out of it and all that. Okay, so I will need a spot for fuel gas. Trying to figure out how to make this work without it just infinitely looping on itself. Fuel gas is going to get stored. I'm also using it to turn into diesel. And we'll create fuel gas whenever we have... Oh, no, I know how this will work. Never mind. The balancer doesn't belong there. The balancer belongs here. So you got your heavy... We don't have your hydrogen. We're not there yet. Okay. Naphtha. Steam. Okay, steam is done. Your naphtha comes from heart of the cards over there. Okay. The way in which I keep my sanity at this point is just go through every single product. So, for oil, you need a level 2 pipe for sure. I'm going to get maybe a Bigum Boy storage and chuck it here or something. Just for sake of argument for now. It's not... what's the word? Symmetrical, but that's okay. I need level 2 pipe for this, thank you. Now, when it gets here... Oh, no, this is steam. Oh, sweet lord. Over there, please, thanks. Thank you. This isn't oil yet. We're not at oil yet. There we go. I stand by what I said. It's still not symmetrical, but level 1 pipes will be fine. There's that. There's that. Crude oil. I have about 10 minutes, and then I gotta scoot. I was hoping to have this finished, but that's okay if it isn't. Steam. Steam, I think we're still good at level 1. It plugs in like that. I think this is the only thing of this whole process that makes any exhaust whatsoever. So for that case, I'm just going to vent that shiz. Nope. Dang it. I think that's something that changed, that R doesn't work that way anymore. How much water do you need? 48? So actually, this looks like this. And it looks like... probably something like that. So the water that gets produced here that I'm going to store actually comes down here. We'll never have enough extra water. I need 48. 6. Not enough. Oh, 21? Oh, that's 33? That's not nearly enough. That's still surprising, though. 33? Yeah, it's not enough. Again, still cool, but not enough. You're going to look like that. Pipe 1. So this is going to look like this. Somewhere I need water to come into the... Oh, no. No. Thank you. Yeah, something like that. So that looks pretty good. So water comes in. It'll also come in from something else. Let's do level 4. Level 4. Right here. Want this to be as out of the way as possible. There. Perfect. You're going to prioritize that water. So all the water stays in this somewhat closed loop. And I say somewhat pretty loosely. That's fine. Okay. You're bananas crazy in the wrong direction. What is this supposed to do? Yeah, okay. This outputs diesel. This inputs oxygen. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. I'll do more tweaking and spacing and leveling and stuff later. For now, this works out pretty well. I'm trying to make this compact within my normal square style. In that case, I probably should rotate this. Nope. 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 Okay. Nope. But flip it? I also need fuel gas. So fuel gas is gonna come back here and do a thing, but... Oh, yeah, that pipe is jacked. Thanks. So this is finished diesel, ready for production use. And we'll go up to level 3. I'm gonna keep everything out of each other's way as much as I can. Brilliant. Ah, oh, so good. Okay. You also produce water, which is not that guy. It's this guy. I said this before, like, I have so much fun playing this game without, like, the game's been paused for a while. Like, I haven't been building new stuff. I haven't been really doing anything. It's just been going. And I've really enjoyed it so far. It's just been a treat. Here we go. There are no trucks that are ever going to come this way. So using it on ground level, perfectly fine. So let's see here. You have... what is this supposed to be? Oxygen? Oh, I thought I had this... flipped. Diesel's supposed to be on... Okay, yeah, now it doesn't like it. Oh, I can do the thing I learned. The connector. Okay. So diesel. Yep. That's wrong, and that's wrong. There's your water. Oh, right, it has to go over that. Okay, that's fine. Nope. Stay with me. Stay with me. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Okay. So, oxygen, water, diesel. Oxygen, water, diesel. Fuel gas. So, fuel... Oh, this is not correct the way I want this to be. That goes away, and that goes away. You're going to come here. So now I need to get oxygen. No, That was oxygen. Now I need fuel gas. Okay. Ha, barubba. Okay, we're getting there. I'm gonna finish this one line and then I gotta go. I really, really gotta go. This game has very much the 5 more minutes vibe. Just park right there, thanks. So this is level 1. There's some. There's some. This gets nuked. Fuel gas. Fuel gas. There's another fuel gas somewhere. There you are. You're a diesel. Which sounds like a really mean thing to call somebody. Make sure you're producing enough diesel. You're a diesel. Okay. We found 5-year-old John again. Your face is a diesel. Meh. Alright. Don't connect. Don't connect. Do connect. This is gonna look so good! Okay, I'm missing hydrogen. Hydrogen is gonna get balanced somewhere, and then I'm gonna push it elsewhere, because I don't use hydrogen anywhere else. So actually, this also needs to look like this. Hydrogen. There we are. The best kind of alcohol. Hydrogen. Okay. Now, this is a thing where I want hydrogen to come here, but I also want it to come down here. If I push it into the tank, we can't use it again. This is going to look like this. I'm going to stop right here. I definitely have to get going. I pushed this as far as I possibly could. I'm going to go ahead and save. Shorter session for today. I do plan on streaming next week as well. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to play. There's a lot to explore with this game for sure. So, as always, thank you all for your time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and evening today. And yeah, I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators. And if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.